So what makes a photo art? Like, what is the wow factor that we're looking at? Like, is it the composition? Is it the lighting? Is it the age of the photo, right? Like, you look at a photo from 1950 and you're like, wow, the world doesn't look like that anymore. Is that the element that gives it the wow factor? I'm gonna come back to this at the end. I may have an answer. Bear with me. Let's get into it. Seven ideas that you most likely don't know as a photographer. If you're getting into it, you've been in the game for a while. Let's go through it. Let's get in. Okay, before we get into it, one more thing I just want to add, and bear with me. Anyone can watch a YouTube video and 7 ideas that you should know before becoming a photographer. Yeah, everyone can do that. You can make a YouTube video about it. You can watch a YouTube video about it. But it's one thing to watch and to absorb the information, and it's a whole nother thing entirely to take action. So what I want you to do is I want you to grab pen and paper, and I want you to write it down, and write down 3 things that you're going to work on. Okay, the first thing that they don't tell you if you're getting into photography, cinematography, is the amount of planning that goes into a shoot, the amount of planning that goes into photographing a wedding. It's a lot, and that is something you should be aware of. It's not just show up and shoot, it's sit down and plan, sometimes for days before. So be aware of that. Number two comes back into more the artistic side of things, but a lot of the time when you see something on Instagram, you see something on social media, you're like, wow, how did they do that? Oh my God, it's so incredible. And even if you're not a photographer and you're just randomly watching this video, but what you're seeing is the best of the best, and you're not seeing the worst of the worst. And what I mean by that is, let's say you see an amazing image of a bee leaving a flower and it's tack sharp. You don't know how many images they took to get that perfect shot. Maybe they were sitting there for 2 hours just trying to get that perfect shot. So don't compare yourself. Comparison is the thief of joy. And just remember that what you're seeing is one out of possibly thousands. So keep that in mind, Don't be too hard on yourself. Okay, moving on to number 3. We're gonna go through these quickly. I don't want these to be too long. Image quality isn't everything. And what I mean by that is image quality, yes, megapixel count and sharpness of a photo, but sometimes it's more just the story of the photo. And maybe you took it on your iPhone. Maybe you took it on your little sister's point and shoot. It's not everything, and I think it's important to remember that, at least in my career and when I was starting out, I was like, when I get a full frame camera, when I got the best thing, then I'll be able to take great photos. And at the end of the day, is art really about the gear that you use to capture it? No, it's about telling the stories of life that we experience every day. Moving on to number 4. Number 4 pertains a lot to YouTube, especially YouTube. And that is, very simply, ignore the gatekeepers. If you find someone who's like, watch me edit a photo, and then he's like, buy my preset, it's like, no, I'm here to learn how to edit, not so I can go buy your preset. So if you find someone and you're like, okay, I like your style, I like whatever, but you're constantly finding yourself buying from them, I don't know if I would consider that a great teacher. And if you take one lesson away from today, it's find yourself a great teacher. Moving on to number 5, you guys. Let's go. Okay, number 5. Now, number 5, I hold near and dear to my heart. Number 5 is like this. You can show up to work every day. Let's say you're a wedding photographer, you do, commercial work, whatever it is. Not every day is going to be a great day. Not every day is going to be, oh my God, that was so much fun. We did this and this and that, and the people were so nice, and we had delicious food on break, and not every day is going to be great. And even though you're doing the thing you love, at the end of the day, the thing that you love, photography, cinematography, creating YouTube videos, it becomes work. And that's okay. It's allowed to be work at the same time. You're allowed to do something that you love for work. But remember that not every day is going to be an amazing day, and try to enjoy the days that you do like. So if you're going to shoot a wedding and you're excited for this couple that you met, and they feel like they're going to be great energy, and you have a sixth sense about it, go enjoy it. And remember to embrace and enjoy what you do. Don't always fret it, because it can be a lot. Okay, moving on to number 6, you guys. Number 6. Okay, so one of the things that most photographers will not tell you, and especially if you're starting out, is you can go and do this. And I've been a wedding photographer for coming up on 4 years now. And like I said earlier, there are days where you love it and there are days where you hate it. And between all of those days, there's a lot of work. There's sales calls, there's emails, there's follow-ups, there's editing, there's uploading to your galleries, there's sending out galleries. There's a lot of behind-the-scenes work that probably a lot of you don't see, or maybe you're not aware of. And my piece of advice to you is this: is work on being consistent, and consistency will get you so much in life, in every, aspect of your life, whether it's your day job, whether it's, your family, whatever it is. Consistency is key. But it's really important that with your photography, with your cinematography, your camera journey, if you will, is be consistent. And even if you're doing 10% every day, 10% at the end of the week, that's 70%. That's a lot. So yeah, be consistent, work hard, and keep going, and take it day by day, little by little. Baby steps, guys. Okay, now on to number 7. I'm gonna end this real quick. Here we go. When you're in this world of cameras, whatever it is you're doing, it's really easy to, and especially myself, I've been doing wedding photography, like I said, for 4 years. It's really easy to get complacent and to just be like, okay, this is the shot list every wedding, this is what we're gonna do, this is the plan, and we get complacent and we just are like, okay, this is what we do, it's fine. And there is a place for complacency. Like, there is a place for it. But remember to evolve, you guys. Evolve your style, evolve your editing, evolve your workflows, evolve your gear. Remember to evolve. So guys, like I said in the beginning of the video, write down 3 things that you have to work on, that you want to, evolve. And I will see you next time, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Guys, hit that like button, smash the subscribe button if you want to see more videos like this. Let me know down in the comments what you want to hear about next. I will see you next time. My name is Eric Rohr. Peace!